Hi, Shalom. First and foremost, I give all praises and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahushua by Hashem, Rakadash, the one to the Apostle GMS. Salutations to you. I can push the word with truth and sincerely. Today I'm going to go into a quick topic. Lord willing, this video will be edifying. Just want to go into how not everything that comes off your mouth you're going to say, You got to be wise out here. Like the scripture says, we're living in, how you call this, evil times. And but I'm just get straight to the point. This is Proverbs 13:3. He that keepeth his mouth keepeth his life, but he that openeth wide his lips shall have destruction. The things that come out of your mouth, the words or how you say it, could be your last, because especially in the world, these people, they're crazy. You can't really tell them nothing because they get offended. Or you try to correct them on this or tell them on this, you might get into a situation where now you're fighting, or you could have avoided a situation where it didn't have to escalate like that. Just using wisdom and not always saying whatever comes to your mind and just saying it out loud, get you away from a lot of trouble. Hey, this is why the scriptures were written. This is why it's here. I'm going to reread it, Proverbs 13:3. He that keepeth his mouth keepeth his life, but he that openeth wide his lips shall have destruction. A fool spits whatever out of his mouth. He's just saying whatever, talking a lot of shit, saying whatever, and then that will ultimately lead him to getting his ass beat or being put to death, man, for not keeping his mouth shut. Sometimes we just gotta keep our mouth shut and not say anything, man. Just using wisdom, especially in the times that we're living now. This James 3 and This is James 3:5. Even so, the tongue is a little member, and boasteth great things. Behold, how great matter of a little fire kindleth. And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body, and setteth on fire the course of nature. It is set on the fire of hell. For every kind of beast, the birds, and of serpents, and of all things in the sea is tamed, and have been tamed of mankind. But the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison. So you gotta watch out what you say. You gotta watch what comes out your mouth. See, like you said, a fool, whatever he's thinking in his mind, he's gonna say, without even using wisdom and understanding that whatever comes out that man's mouth could get him into a situation that could have been avoided. It's like you getting stopped by the police. You could talk to him and be wise and be like, oh, what's the problem, officer, this and that, and then it'll go, the whole situation will be handled quickly. Other than some other people, they get pulled over by the police, or they just start cursing, this and that. Now they're probably getting beat up on the floor and arrested, and now you're going to jail. A situation that could get avoided, man. Yeah, these people are bogged down out here. Hey, so what if someone steps on your shoes or bumps into you? Just be like, oh, it's whatever, Instead of you probably start saying, unruly things, calling names or this and that. Now you're into a situation you're fighting. Those are just really little things, but just the little things could get you put to death, man. We have seen it. There's cases of that. Something so little led to someone's death, all because he want to keep his mouth shut. You know, we gotta move with wisdom out here. First and foremost goes for me. This is Ecclesiasticus 22:27. Who shall set a watch before my mouth, and a seal of wisdom upon my lips, that I fall not suddenly by them, and that my tongue destroy me not. You know, and that's another thing. If you got a problem with that, just pray to the Lord. Pray to Yahweh Shem Shai Baba Shai. Help me use wisdom and not just saying whatever that comes to my mind out of my mouth, you know? Because your own tongue could destroy you. The own words that come off your mouth could lead you to a situation that never had to happen. You know? This is why the scriptures were written. You know, the scriptures are the statutes, commandments, the laws, foods we can eat and what we could eat. This is why all this was here, man. This is Proverbs 15:1. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. And that's why a lot of people get into situations, because instead of giving a soft answer, they put grievous words, and now it stirs up it puts more fire on the situation. Now you're either fighting or just, you know, trying to kill one another, man. Or that person trying to kill you, man. This is Proverbs 18:21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat fruit thereof. You gotta watch what you say, or how you put your words into it, man. Because it says death and life are in the power of the tongue. Your own tongue could lead to your destruction, to a whole situation that could have been avoided. You just gave a soft answer, or you just let it go, man. It's like also a person cuts you off on traffic. You don't gotta be beeping or talking shit. You just let it go, man. It's whatever. See, in this world, you gotta learn how to take an L. Not every little thing or every situation you gotta try to put fire in it or put grievous words, you know? It will make your life much better. You won't get into situations or none of that. You know, there's a lot of people out here that don't use wisdom and are fools and just say whatever comes off their mouth and puts them in situations that didn't have to happen. These people run off the world, you know. They don't have wisdom. They're not wise. But Yahweh Shem Shai brought us into His truth. Call on Yahweh Shem Shai. But us that have the truth, this is how we're supposed to move. We gotta use wisdom and learn how to shut up and not always say things, man. It's Matthew 10:16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be therefore wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. So be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. You know? Not saying that, hey, situation happens, don't fight, you know, also defend yourself. We're not just gonna let someone beat us up. But if you could avoid a lot of situations, be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. We gotta move with wisdom out here. And you gotta learn how to take L's. You know, like I said, so what? Someone stepped on your shoes, or someone probably spilled something on you, someone cut you off on traffic, or someone said something when you were out there doing your errands or whatever, and someone just starts talking shit to you, and you could just avoid it, ignore that bug out, just keep going on. You know, now if someone puts your hands on you, then that's a whole different situation. You know, may the Lord give you put him into your hands, and you just beat his ass, man. But we don't always gotta get into we shouldn't get into situations, man. You know, we gotta be wise in how we move, and wise in what we say, because it just said life and death is in the tongue. You know, and it could lead to your own destruction. That's why a lot of people get put to death out here, because they don't know how to put their words together, or they don't know how to just shut up. But that's all I want to go into, hopefully this video is edifying. Give all praises and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushua Ba'Shem Rakdash, the one is the Apostle GMS. Salutations to you, I can push this word with truth and sincerely. Till next time, Shalom.